Hello everyone, welcome to 12am coding. And today we are going to discuss about a new problem in our linked list series, which is count the number of occurrences. Okay, so this particular problem, let's understand it first, and then we will be developing the intuition how we can solve this particular problem. Okay, so what this problem is that we are having a linked list. Okay, and in this linked list, what we are having elements. Okay, in these elements, some elements we are having actually same duplicate elements we are having. Okay, so for example, I am given with the value that 5. I need to find how many times this 5 has occurred into our linked list. So if you see, it has been occurred at these particular positions, right? First one is this, then second this, and then third is this particular location, right? So we just need to traverse this particular linked list from the beginning, and we just need to compare this particular value. Okay, whether we are finding this value. If we are finding, then we can keep on increment that value actually how many time it occurs. Okay, so in the last tutorial we have discussed about that how we can get the number of items into the linked list. Okay, number of nodes. So it's the same thing. So let me write the pseudo code and we will be going from there. Let's understand from the pseudo code. Okay, so what we'll be going to do, let's say get occurrence will be having, and in this occurrence we'll be having first our node will be there. Okay, like this will be pointing to the head in the beginning, and then the value which we need to search, okay, into our linked list. So simply what we need to do in the beginning, like if node equals to null, okay, then simply we can return what we can return the count. Okay, we can return like if let's say it is null, then we can let's say return -1. It means that our linked list is empty, so we are just returning -1. Why we are returning -1? Because our linked list is empty. Okay, so let's say we are returning this. Now what we can do, we can maintain a count actually. Okay, and this count we can initialize with the 0. Okay, and after that we can just run a loop to traverse this particular linked list. Okay, like while loop we can do, and in this while loop what we can do, while node not equals to null. Okay, until we reach till this particular position we need to traverse this linked list. Okay, and inside this while loop what we need to do, we need to find if your not dot data equals to value. Okay, if you are finding this particular value, that what we can do, we can just increment this count. Okay, simply. Okay, if this value is equal, then we can increment the count, and outside this particular if condition we can just keep on moving to the next node. Okay, node dot next simply. Okay, and in the end we can close this particular while loop. Okay, let me close here, and then we can return the count as it is, like what count we got. So what will happen, for example, let's say you are at node. Okay, and for example you are at fifth node in the beginning. In the beginning the fifth node is there, so what you will do, you will come here. Okay, it will be the initial node condition. Okay, this fifth node, it's not equals to null, so it will come here. Okay, it will initialize the count. Then while node not equals to null, node dot data, is it equals to the value, is it equals to the 5? It is, so we can just increment the count by 1. Okay, and let me put count here. Okay, and then it will reach to 18, so we will not do anything. Okay, so we will just skip it. Then we will again, the third node will be our fifth, so we can just increment the count so by 1, so it will become 2 here. Then we will be at 82nd node. Okay, in this case it's not a 5, so we will skip it. Then at the end we reach at this particular position. Okay, in this loop, fifth node, so we can just increment the count by 3. And now we came to null, so we will come out of the loop. Okay, and once we come out the loop we will return 3 here. Okay, simply. So let me show you via code how we can do this particular um solution. So if I run this code, I just created one linked list. Okay, which is having 5 5 2 5 in the beginning, and then one more 5 second last. So let me just write a function. Okay, and then function can be public get occurrences, okay, of value. Okay, and this will be returning you the integer. Okay, and this integer will be your count. So we can do a node, then integer value we can do. Okay, what we can do in this value, that uh, 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 we can, if we are having node equals to null, then simply we can return -1. Okay, else what we can do, we can just initialize our count variable with the 0. Okay, and after you initialize the count with the 0, you can do while your node not equals to null. Okay, simply node not equals to null. If your node dot data equals to value, okay, if your node dot data equals to value, then what you will do, you will just increment the count by 1. Okay, and if it is not so, or it is so also, both the cases, like it will come out of this particular if condition, and we will do node equals to node dot next. Okay, and at the end we can just return this particular count. Okay, so let me call this particular function operations dot, let me first print it. Let's say count value is, and then what we can do, operations, we are having one class linked list operation. In this we have created our function. Okay, so simply that we have done. Okay, uh, let me remove this debugger also. Let me put a debugger here, get occurrence of the value. Okay, so dot get occurrences. I think the spelling might be incorrect, but fine, let me correct it. Okay, get occurrences of the value. Okay, so we need to provide our head here, and then let's say 5 we need to find into this particular situation. Okay, so let me run this particular code, and if you see, we got a 3 value. And for example, if I search for any random value, let's say 33, which doesn't exist, so we got 0. Okay, our count is 0. So let's say for the 5, let me run this into the debug mode and show you guys. So simply if you we come here, and the node will be our linked list entire. Okay, 5 5 then 4, whatever linked list we are having here, it's not equals to null, right? So it will come out, it will come here, while now it will traverse each and every node. First value is 5, so we incremented the count. Second value is also 5, we incremented the count. Now if you see, third value is not 5, it's 4, so we are not incrementing. Then again we increment by 1, and then we return the count, and we printed the 3 here. Okay, so yes guys, that's it for this particular tutorial. And if you like this video, don't forget to share with your friends, and hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.